Hello. Gone to sleep already, I see. Wake up! Wake up! How are you doing? We've got a fun one today. A really fun one. I've got new toys. I've got some big monitors. And they need fixing and cleaning. Or at least cleaning. I don't know about the fixing side of things, because I've tried one of them out and it works almost perfectly. Just taking a nap with my voice droning away in the background, sending you off to the land of Nod. I have got... Where's my mouse gone? It always likes to hide, my mouse does. There it is. And if I change to that scene there... Oh, come on, wake up. Gone to sleep again. There we go. The Sony Trinitron Multiscan 17 SF2 17-inch Trinitron monitor. A nice monitor. The bee's knees of monitors in its day, the Trinitron. Such lovely screens. But this one is a bit on the grubby side. I have powered it up and it works, apart from a few strange anomalies and a horrendous stench of burning dust. So it certainly wants dismantling and completely cleaning out to get rid of all the spiders and lurking insects that are inside there. I'm also not too happy with the plug here. Where the cable goes into the strain relief here is somewhat misshapen, and that usually means that the cable's starting to break down inside, which wouldn't be fun to try and fix. So hopefully that doesn't go, but it was working perfectly fine. So fingers crossed it will remain working perfectly fine. Oh, where's my... Why does it keep on disconnecting? Stupid phone. I don't know what it's doing today. I've only just reinstalled the Droid Cam stuff on here, so where are we? There's back to me, back to the... Come on. Oh, there we go. It just wanted waking up again. So yes, that's what I'm going to be doing today, is pulling this apart, getting all the dust bunnies out of it, checking for any leaking and bad capacitors, and hopefully when I put it all back together again it'll still work. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. I've also... Oh, hang on, I've just not realised I've not got the background music running. Let's start that. I've also done a few tweaks and enhancements to the overlays as well, which I noticed that's not updated either. Strange. Tools, advanced scene switcher. Oh, of course, I've not added that to here, have I? Transitioning to mobile. That's better. Otherwise, the rampant text would have gone down behind the camera, which is never good. Right, so for doing this, I'm going to need my other microphone, I think, so that this thing isn't in my way. So I'm going to hope that this is going to work, because I've never really used this in earnest. So wish me luck. Step 1, untangle everything. I could do with a wireless one of these really, but I think that should be working. Now I can put this one away and get down to work. Right. Let's put down a protective towel first. Oh, there we go. You can't really see how dusty this thing is, but if I reach in here, I can pull out clumps of dust. Right. Let's start off by taking the back cover off and see what we're dealing with. Two screws, one either side. Now, this hopefully will unclip. Or does it unscrew? It may unscrew actually. Can't see what I'm doing. Or is that a clip, not a screw? Not sure how that fits in. Oh well, I may not need to take it off anyway. Two more screws down the front here, at the bottom. These are all the same size screws so far. And hopefully that is all the screws that are needed to get the cover off. It feels loose. Yep, there it goes. Oh, beautiful. There we go. Let me just adjust the settings on this so it doesn't keep going to sleep. Okay. This doesn't look too dusty actually. There's a certain amount of dust around, but not a horrendous amount. It's mostly up this side here, where the cobwebs are anyway. A spider has obviously been living in there. But it's not too bad. I'll want to take the circuit board out and give it a proper clean and check it for leaky caps. Which is going to be a fun job. Okay, what do we have? We have obviously a tube, we have a circuit board on the neck here, which is all the analog circuitry by the looks of things, because this is the incoming VGA and that goes straight up into the neck board. So all the VGA analog side of things is direct on the neck board by the looks of things. So this circuit board here will just be power supply and all the sort of control side of things. Okay. So taking this apart, let's have a look. We've got a plastic tray at the bottom here. This section here is all one plastic tray with some screws holding it in and a metal bracket. And I think that might then just lift the whole of the circuit board out. Where have we gone? There we go. Because we've got a single plastic mounting for the circuit board, which looks like it's just held in by a couple of screws and a metal bracket each side. And then the whole of the circuit board should just slide out, which would be nice if it does. How is this clamped in here? A couple of screws, that's okay. Right. I'm going to start off, I think, by loosening the clamp that holds the VGA cable in place. Excellent. And then I shall see if the neck board can be released at all. There's a cable on the side here that comes up from the other circuit board, which can be unplugged. And a ground connection to the chassis on there. I can get that to release. And another one down here. Spade connectors don't want to release. Why won't that come off? I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I don't really have a fixed camera in a good position for seeing this sort of thing at the moment. Although I could, I suppose, Maybe move this tripod across. Put my mobile into it, and we might get a view. Yeah, there we go. So what I'm trying to do is disconnect this ground wire here. Which just does not want to release. Got it. Okay, that's off. What else do we have? A couple more cables are coming up inside here, but hopefully I won't need to remove those. Can I lift that off? I can. There we go. Neckboard released. Okay, what do we have here? We have lots of wires which are hard to release. There's a connector there which can come out, and a higher voltage connector there comes out. That just leaves these two wires plus ground straps. Now these come from the flyback transformer. These will be high voltage wires, these. I'm not sure I can remove them. I can take off the VGA cable though. Which is good because that's going to want cleaning. I can get that out of the way. That's one less piece to worry about. Now that's the 10 or 20,000 volt connection, that's the anode, and that's the bit that scares me. That's that bit there, which is going to want to be certain to be discharged. Now somewhere I've made a cable ages ago for dealing with this, and I don't know if I can find it. Found it. Hey, just a simple crocodile clip cable, but in the middle here I've got a 1 meg ohm resistor, and it's all sealed in with heat shrink and everything. So hopefully I can find myself a suitable screwdriver. Except I'm hooked up. I've got my headphones tied around my other microphone. Okay. A suitable, well-insulated screwdriver. Attach the cable to one end and to the chassis at the other. and it falls off. It should be all discharged. It's been off for a couple of days, but you never know. I think we're okay. Right down inside it there. Yeah, I think we're fine. Come on, out you come. Out you come. I hate these connectors. Come on, out you come. Just release, will you? Come on. Doesn't want to come. It does not want to come. It doesn't help that I've got it on the far side and as far away from me as possible. Let's turn the whole thing round. Slide this away so that I can see what it's doing. Got it. I have to squeeze the sides of these pesky things. Get it into shot if I can. Got to squeeze them that way to get it out, which is not something you really want to do if you're not 100% certain that it's all discharged. And I always find these things risky. There's a nice shot of the tube. Right, that has released there. So now let's see if we can release the circuit board, which hopefully is one screw here, connecting the frame, which is a machine screw, and then two screws down the side here, one machine screw, and the further one in, I've dropped, and is a self-tapper. I thought it would be, going into plastic. And then we spin round and do the same on this side. One here, machine screw. One here, machine screw. There's my forceps gone. There they are. Come on, out you come. Excellent. And one self-tapper down in there. Oh, you've woken up. Welcome back. Right, that, hopefully, is all the screws that are required to remove all of the internals by now just lifting it all out. Yes, I discharged the tube. I've got a special wire here that I've made specially for this job. It's got a, hard to see because it's red on red, but in the centre here is a nice high value resistor and a nice insulated screwdriver. So it's all discharged and disconnected. So it's all safe. Right, now does this lift out? I'll bet it doesn't. There's something else holding it in place. What? It wants to come out at one end, but not this end. It's trying to come out. What's stopping it? Not seeing anything. Oops. I wish I could disconnect that, but it's all very high voltage stuff and is very firmly affixed. So what this end is stopping it from lifting out. Let me just grab my phone a moment and have a look for anything down here that could be stopping it. The two screws there are out. There's nothing along the front here other than a load of shmoo. Not seeing anything there, nothing down there. It looks like it should come out, but it's just refusing to. Let's see if I can. Oh, is it just? Oh, stupid phone. It's just rebooted. Thank you. Just a complete complete reboot from scratch. Oh, I know why that is. Had it in the in this tripod, slightly too far over, and it was pressing on the power button. It's a Huawei. It's not smart at all. It's incredibly stupid. And so is the person who stuck it into the tripod too far down, so it presses the power button. Right, come back now please, thank you. Right, yes, it's a spy phone. And now I'm running over my cables. Okay. Now, can I get this into such a position that we can see the front of it? If I spin around like that, it's all round wrong way now, but we can see as I now try and lift up on this, does it even begin to release in that corner? No, there's definitely something in that corner stopping it. I don't really want to stand it up on its foot now, because there's no strength holding the tube in place anymore, so it'll just rip things apart if I'm not careful. So there must be something clipping it in down here or something. But it is just not moving at all there. I do not know. I wonder where that is. No idea. Let's try this. And I want that one there. See if I can see anything here. That's the front panel buttons there. That should just lift off, I hope. Shouldn't have any effect. That's not very pretty, is it? But I can see nothing in there that would cause it to stick. Everything wants to go, but it just can't separate out in this corner. It's so close to coming apart, but I don't know. I'm confused. Oh, unless... no. Is there a big switch or something in this position? No. There's an LED, a couple of buttons, and that's all. There is no big hefty power switch on this. It's all soft power. Let's see if I can find something to apply a bit of leverage. I don't seem to be able to find a large flat blade screwdriver, but I do have a rubber sheet socket thingy, and I can stick a flat blade into it. Let's just... there we go, something went click. I think I've just released it. There we go. I've got cables on this side, haven't I? What are these cables? Coming up here. For the degaussing coil. That's that one connects to here. Okay, and this one goes inside to here. And is that a plug or not? I can't quite see. Crowbar pretty much did the job. I'm not sure if this is going to come off. Ow. These are painful forceps, these. Come on. No, it doesn't want to release. What have I done with my other glasses? That's what I want to know. There they are. Let's have a closer inspection of this. It is a spade terminal, but it's one that does not want to release. Let's get my other forceps, the ones that don't cut my hand up. Just can't quite get it to release. It's that connector there just doesn't want to release. It's one of these silly ones with a spring clip built into it. Now, how does that release? Push down on that side of it, and then it lifts off. Got it. There's nothing really wrong with it, it's just old and it's full of dust, and when you power it up it stinks of burning dust. And there is a couple of strange artifacts on the screen that I'm hoping are either the GPU or simply an iffy cap. Okay, can we get this off now? And we've got another ground strap on this side, coming from the neck board here. Okay, is that the last cable? No, it's not. There's another set here. So many cables. That's a big chunky connector with a clip. Come on, off you come. There we go. Nearly there. That little one there. And we are separated. Whew, that's worse than Siamese twins. Oh, right. Let's make some room here. Oh. Whew. That was a mammoth job. It's going to be even worse putting it back together again. But here is our prize! One dusty circuit board. Actually, two dusty circuit boards, because we've got the neck board as well. That's not a bad circuit board really, is it, eh? A lot of caps on it. Right, let's put my inspection glasses on and have a closer look. I'm not seeing any immediate signs of bulging capacitors, which is good. Oops, dropped my forceps. Never mind, I don't need those right now. Right, let's have a look. Microscope. Nichicon capacitors, that's good. These all look still in one piece. I'm going to turn off the direct above light, I think, reduce some of the glare. That one looks good. That one hiding down there, that's right behind a heat sink. So that's going to be subjected to a lot of thermal stress. That looks okay. That's not leakage around there, is it? No, that's just lack of printing. That's okay. That looks okay there. There's more down here under the heatsink somewhere. They all look good. This motherboard actually I say motherboard, this display board actually looks an awful lot better than one that I saw very briefly on a YouTube short the other day. Somebody was replacing a capacitor on a CRT in a workshop in, I don't know, somewhere in Africa or somewhere, I think it was. And you couldn't actually see the board because of the solid, thick layer of, basically it looked like felt. Dust so thick on it that you could not see it. It was horrendous. It was a horrible board. And he was replacing one capacitor on it. I don't know how he could see which... Well, I suppose you could see which capacitor it was that was gone, because it was the bit where all the dust had been blown away. So apart from the small amount of dust in here, it looks in good condition. I don't immediately see any capacitor problems, and they're all good make capacitors, so I think we are okay there. The neck board is looking good as well. So really it's now just down to cleaning, and it is quite a thick layer of dust in this. So I'm going to have to bring out the vacuum, I think. Right, that one I think. Really handy little vacuum this. It's like 20 quid on Amazon or something, and it also doubles as a blower with pretty good high pressure. Gets all the dust out. In fact, the blower option on it is better than the vacuum option, I think. Looking good. Still some bits of dust around, but you'll never get rid of all of it. That's looking a lot more pleasant now. Right, let's have a look at the neck board. There we go. Again, it looks pretty good in there. I don't see any capacitor problems in there yet. They all look pretty good. Ooh, hang on. Is that or not? Have we got a bulger? Or is it just the angle I'm looking at? No, it's just the angle I was looking at. No, they're all fine. It looked like one was bulging, but it's not. It's just tipping over slightly to one side and catching the light differently. Except, of course, you can't see. So I think, just apart from the dust, there was nothing really out of the ordinary in this monitor at all. There's quite a lot of soot on the output on the the transformer, and on the cables here, they're going to want a good clean, because that can cause arcing if we're not careful. So let's get it so that you can see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm just currently scrubbing the transformer with a toothbrush just to loosen the soot. Just dry brushing it. Let's lift this up and over this way. And then look at this side of it. Okay. That's looking a little more healthy. Now these high voltage cables I want to clean. Right, so they've got a nice little curl in the cable here. And a bit of IPA on a microfiber cloth. And suddenly the cable goes from a mucky browny grey colour to a nice vibrant orangish red. Look at the difference in that. Wonderful what a little bit of IPA can do. That's looking almost like new. Not entirely sure what this strange plastic contraption is for, but it must have a purpose. Probably something to do with ensuring the cable doesn't get too close to some other part of it or something. Nearly there. There we go. One cable that looks like new. Try and slide the shroud back down. There we go. That's that one clean. Now there's these two here to do as well. The important part to do is the ends of it where it connects. It's not so critical to clean the central part. But certainly the first inch or so is the important bit to do. And the same at the other end. It would be nice if I could find some way of disconnecting this. But I don't think it does. Or it might do, somehow. But I don't think I want to risk it. It does look like it's a plug-in bit, this. That's pretty clean. Ugh, yuck. Right, that's looking reasonable. Bit of dusting needed down on here. And that's looking pretty good. I think that's all I need to do to the electronics on this. Do I want to take the circuit board... Ooh, ouch. Do I want to take the circuit board off here for cleaning? No, I don't think I do. Don't really see any dust underneath it. I think I'm done with that part. Now the fun part. Oh, this is where the bulk of the weight of the monitor is, definitely. Whew. Now then, how's this looking? Dusty? Not too dusty, bit dusty. Quite a lot of soot on the tube though. Thick black. Ugh. That's definitely going to be causing arcing. And might be the source of the smell. I don't want to take off all the dielectric grease from around the anode connector really, because I haven't got any more. Looking cleaner. It looks like polished glass now, not crusty carbon and coated schmoo. That should be a bit better now. Right. Now the rest of it just wants a good dusting and hoovering, I think. Just hope that none of this dust is structural dust. This tube, if you're interested, is the M41KKA50X. Not that anyone's interested, but hey, there you go. Oh, that's one thing I don't like with this vacuum thing, is it falls apart and I end up covered in dust. That's looking a lot better now. some of the soot off the tube here. Looking a bit better. It's quite a ring lower down here, but I think that's okay. Looking good. I might just go inside there with the blower. I'm happy with that. I think we might be good to go with putting it back together again, to a certain extent. But I do think whilst I have it in pieces, I shall give it a bit of a clean on the body of it. Because this is very crusty down here. That's come up nicely there. Let's bring you over this side, shall we? If it will. Missed a spot. There's plenty of spots that I've missed. But this is cleaning up beautifully. There's no way I'll be able to get to these bits when it's all back together. I've worked on a smoker's computer or monitor. Well, I worked on my own back in the day when I used to smoke, yes. It wasn't pleasant. But yes, I've worked on some horrible, horrible computers in my time. back when I were a kid. Owning a computer shop, you do see some horrible systems sometimes. All the best people are quitters. That's what I say. Yeah, I've not smoked now for 20 years, perhaps. And I don't regret quitting at all. I'm so much richer. This is the side that was facing the window, I guess. It's a bit on the yellow side. Shame you can't just wipe off yellow ink like this. Yeah, look at that lump. And gone. This is wonderful stuff, this. I'm so glad I discovered it. Oh, missed a bit. That'll do. Right. I guess it's time to try and put it back together again. Oops, wrong way. That zoomed out as much as it will. Right. Can we get this lot back in? Which way does it go? Okay. Time for screws. And that one there I think I want. And where's my ratchet screwdriver gone? What have I done with it? Probably buried under my cloth. Right. So it's one machine screw here. One machine screw down in here. And then a self-tapper down in here, but I can't get in there. And I threw my forceps on the floor earlier. There they are. Oh, it's the rubbish ones. There we go. And over this side. One machine screw in the top here. There we go. One down in here. And one self-tapper down in here. Okay, giving my screwdriver bit back, thank you. Right, now I think we need to turn it around so that I can see the circuit board. and try and work out where everything plugs back in. Right. The degauss coil has a ground strap which goes in there, and a chunky connector in there. Okay. There's this little wire here, which routes under here and into here. Except you can't see me doing anything. Still can't see. That goes into there. Okay. I think that's everything on the main board that I disconnected. I hope it's everything on the main board I disconnected. We've got multiple connections coming up this way. This one goes onto this connector here, I believe. No, it doesn't. That's the wrong size. Or is it? Yes. Oh, that goes upon this side up here. There we go. There's a bit that I haven't dusted properly. Part of the neck board is still grubby. That's better. Right, there's... Ah, no, that goes onto the main board down there, doesn't it? And I'm not sure I can easily get to that because it's buried right down underneath. I'm not sure I can even get a view of that from here, can I? I'm trying to connect this big chunky cable down into here. There it is, that's lined up. That's for the deflection coils. There we go. Deflection coils connected. Right. Anything else? This goes into that connector and that connector. I'm thinking I want to put this in place now, do I? No, not yet. I'll put this up this way to then get these cables in. Or attempt to. That one goes in there. And this one comes up here and clips into here. Okay. All that needs to connect into the inside of this now is the VGA cable. Right. The VGA cable. Ugh, yuck. Gross. So let's slide this over for the moment. And take a look at this. This desperately needs a good clean. Especially this end. Ugh, it's disgusting. But it's a ribbed cable. I hate ribbed cables. I'm going to have to attack this with a toothbrush. Instantly de-schmooed. I love BioD. It works so well. I know it wasn't designed for this sort of thing, but it works so well. I should write to them and say, your laundry detergent is amazing for cleaning computers. You should branch out, make a computer cleaning detergent. Look at that. That was black before. Completely black. Can't really see the difference on screen here on the camera, but in person it's a vast difference. One is clean, the other one is just disgusting. Here's a particularly grubby bit. Get the cable out from under my tripod. Here's a particularly disgustingly grubby bit. A little bit of neat BioD. Not applying any pressure at all. There we go. Look at that. It's fantastic stuff. Oops. Where's that gone? Cable on keyboard is not a good idea. Let's remove focus from the OBS. And keep deschmooing. See the dirt just vanishing in front of your eyes as you rub it on. I love it. No wonder it gets your clothes clean if it can do this to a cable. Instant clean. It makes my job so much easier using this. No effort at all to clean things. No effort at all. Even better than Windex this is. Because this isn't harsh chemicals like Windex is. This is all nice, biodegradable, eco-friendly, good for the environment, sustainable packaging. You buy one bottle of it and then go and refill that bottle. So you're not creating lots of microplastics wastes and things. I can recommend BioD for cleaning your computer. BioD laundry detergent for cleaning your computer. And no, this isn't sponsored by them. I wish it was, but it's not. Hello, Urban Monkey. How you doing? I'm polishing my cable. Rubbing the end until it shines. Look how clean that is now. One spotlessly clean cable. Compared to how that was a few minutes ago, that's like new. Right. Now to work on connecting it back in to the monitor. Goes direct into the neck board. I wonder if this will give a good view. If I slide over, it might. Okay. I think I want to come this side of the high voltage wires. That one goes into there. That one goes down to that spade terminal there. And this one goes into here somehow. Okay. Right, that I think is everything wired up to the neck board apart from the ground connections which go on the side. So I think I can now connect it back up and see if I can get this to plug in. That felt like it was lined up. That slid on nicely. I think that's in place. Ooh. Right. Anode connection. Is in place. Okay, that's happy. Let's have a look. I've got this one here, I believe, comes down to the chassis over here. Then I've got ground connections up to the neck board there and there. And I think that might be everything. Let's just hook this over that ground strap there to hold it in place. Oh, hang on, I've just noticed when I smashed the keyboard, things went horribly wrong with the overlays. There we go. Let's bring the overlays back. That's better. And I want that one on top. And disconnect those audio connections. That's better. Don't know where that would actually said it had seg faulted, but Something must have gone horribly awry with it. Right, anyway, it's back, so we're happy. Right, now I need to screw in the VGA cable, which has gone the wrong side of these ground straps, but that's okay, I can feed it through. I really, really hope that when I turn this on, it still works. Oops. That's gone the wrong side of that ground strap. I also hope that when I turn it on, it's all still adjusted right, because there's nothing I hate more than adjusting monitors. Come on, off you come. Off you come. There we go. Right, the bare part of the cable is in the right place. Now let's find the right screws. A small self-tapper and this plate. Except it's not a self-tapper I want here, is it? Or is it? That looks like it should be a machine screw there. But I don't have any more machine screws. Do I? No, I have 4 case screws and 1 self-tapper. Maybe it is a self-tapper in there. That's the part no, the part I lick is down here. I've licked it clean. Let's see if it will screw in, or if somehow I've managed to end up with a wrong screw left over. That's going in. There we go, that's fine. That's in. No problem. It's, yeah, if you end up with screws left over, you put it back together more efficiently than when it was originally built. Because obviously I didn't need those screws. They're superfluous to operation. Right. Now I'm going to put the lid on. For 2 reasons. 1, to stop fingers getting into it when it's powered up, and 2, to contain the explosion that I'm expecting to happen when I turn it on. Right, I'm going to need some power, aren't I? This is the scary bit now. The did I put it back together how it's supposed to go moment. Right. Well, it's been nice knowing you. I'll see you on the other side. Okay. We have a green light. I heard high voltage. It's degaussed. I heard the relay click. Let's see if I can give it a video signal of some form. I don't know if I am giving it a signal. Yes, I am giving it a signal. We have signal. That is the right keyboard, isn't it? I'm not sure this is running properly at the moment. Let's reset. Hello, Obeal. How you doing there? Why is this not... Oh, I've got to do it through the UART, haven't I? Not keyboard. I'm an idiot. I can disconnect the keyboard then. I need a UART on this computer over here. Is it that baud rate? No, it won't be. It should be that baud rate, I think. There we go. That appears to be working. It can do some interesting resolutions anyway. £56. This Multiscan monitor is awesome. You can do so many weird frequencies and resolutions. The 1024 by 768 at 75 Hz, quite happily. I've just noticed something. There's only a very, very faint smell of dust now. It no longer stinks of burning dust. Which is good. Let's go into here, then there. Then there, then there, then there, and then there. Let's see what this gives us. Either that or the cancer has set in and I'm not able to smell anymore. I think, yeah, you might be right there. This is waking up. I'm not sure that's the right colour there, actually. Have I got my colours inverted in some way? I can't remember what the colours, unless it's... I thought this had a blue background, but maybe it hasn't. Where's my mouse? And reset. That's the right colours, that's okay. Excellent. That looks to me like it's working beautifully. Let's give it something more interesting to play with, shall we? That's wrong. One moment. I'm going to want the keyboard for this as well, aren't I? This is a system called FabGL running on an ESP32 microcontroller, believe it or not. And hopefully now... Oh, it might want an SD card, this one. That's a point. Or it might not. Hey, we now have CPM running on an Altair 8800, emulated on an ESP32. How's that then? Oh. I meant drive B, not drive D. Come on, I don't have all day. Play game. I don't know what the controls are. Ah, there we go. Don't know what jump is. Space is jump. What's up? I'll just use jump to go up. Ah! Ah, I'm useless. I'm looking at this at a 45-degree angle. Ah, no. Go on, go up. Just hanging there. Ah, rubbish. At least I got the high score. Classic. That's a win. I'm going to screw it back together and then give it the outside a proper clean. One thing I didn't notice during these brief tests was the graphical artifact that I was seeing when I last tried it, which is a strange one. It's a a curved line vertically on the middle of the screen, and then another straight vertical line over to one side. I didn't notice those on here, so either it's fixed it, or that was caused by the graphics card I had it connected to. Why does your avatar always change? Probably my shoddy programming. Hello, Darpy001. Thank you for following. Oh, this is a heavy monitor, but not half as heavy as the other one that I've got to look at. It should be saving a default. But it may not be. So I have rewritten that part of it and I may have got it wrong. The next monitor that I will be looking at, though not tonight, is a Gateway 19-inch CRT. And that one weighs a ton. Right, now it's cleaning time. And I really want to try and take the foot off so that I can clean underneath it properly. And it's held on with this strange contraption in the middle of the foot here. I'm not quite sure how it works. It looks like there is a hook in that part of it up in here and another one here as part of this central section. So if I can put a bit of pressure on this and slide a small screwdriver down inside here, it might latch. Do the same on this side. I might be able to get it to come out, but no, it doesn't seem to want to. Let's put my other glasses on. Yes, there's definitely a hook there. If I can do both at once, maybe? No. It's all a very strange system, this. I notice there's little clips at the side here as well. I don't know if they have anything to do with it, but they seem quite loose. I'm going to have to turn this around, I think, so I can see it better. I'm not sure what the role of this bit is. It's not that structural because it's loose. can feel something metallic down in the centre anyway. So I'm hoping that if I can get this piece out, it'll reveal some way of unlocking it from the rest of the system, the rest of the monitor. But I'm not seeing anything that could be. Strange. I'm used to these feet just having a simple like clip at the front and the whole thing just slides off. There's nothing at all like this on here. It's just not moving off it. No. Where's my microscope gone? There it is, on my desk. Because what I'm looking at is a plastic insert here, which is loose and is held in by a pair of little clips, as far as I can tell, one each side, and I just can't get it to release. But I'm not sure what it would do if I did get it to release. I'm not sure what there is down there. There's something metallic in the centre there, which will be the main pivot point. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I just need to plug my phone in, or the battery's going to run out, isn't it? There we go. Hopefully that's charging. Is that charging? Yes, that's charging. It got down to 6%. Got it just in time. And the other thing I can do is take the whole lid off again and see if I can undo it from the other side. It's sort of spring-loaded as well, so that tells me I really want to release this from the mechanism in there rather than release that mechanism, because then springs will go everywhere if I'm not mistaken. Let's have another go with this. See if I can release the evil that is these clips. I've got one small screwdriver in that clip. I've got one small screwdriver in that clip. They're both lifted up. Can I get it to move? Come on out. Come on. No, it just does not want to do it. That clip is pushed right down. That clip is lifted right up. The screwdrivers are right through, so there's no way that's clipped in anymore. And yet it just will not move, so maybe this is attached to something else. I don't understand. No, I think I'm just going to have to do my best to try and clean around without taking the foot off. Which is a shame because it is disgusting in there. But I shall manage. I shall have to manage. Put on my magic cleaning solution. Wipe off my magic cleaning solution. Oh, Marmite. I haven't had Marmite for years. Oh, I do love Marmite. I'm going to have to get some Marmite now, aren't I? Of course, that's the only way to eat Marmite, on a spoon. Ugh, this is disgusting in here. Absolutely disgusting. That's so much cleaner in there now. I wish you could see it. I've never tried Vegemite. I wouldn't even know where you could get it here. I assume it's available somewhere, but it's not something I've ever looked for. Also, she managed to avoid transportation, did she? Except cheese. You can't have our cheese, and we don't want your beef. Right, now for the particularly grubby side. The top. That's come up really nicely. Why do they have to put so many ridges in the top of this thing? They were really that vindictive, were they? They were thinking, oh, in 20 years' time, this fat bloke in England is going to want to clean this. And so we're going to really mess him up and put as many ridges in as we can. Ugh. It's wonderful what you can do with BioD in a toothbrush, though. Well, that's Sony for you, isn't it? They like playing mind games in the long term like that. I bet it's all because I used to own an Xbox instead of a PlayStation, isn't it? I'm going to need to wash my cleaning cloths out after this lot, I think. That was orange. Now it's nearer black. Right, let's tip it up. Oh. Now that I've got a change of angle, I can see all the bits that I've missed. And there's a lot of them. Well, it's more of mucky grey as the new orange, I think. Back's not too bad. Just a wipe down should do the job there. Okay. There's a few marks on the front bezel here, unfortunately. It doesn't. Yeah, you can just about see it here in the corner. There's a rather nasty scratch on it, which is a shame, but it's only cosmetic, thankfully. It's not a crack or anything. character indeed, yes. A little better there. There is a little bit of yellowing on it, I think, that's never going to get cured. And no, I won't retro-bright it. That's probably about as good as it'll go for the time being. It's looking pretty good though. Let's grab a computer and plug it in. Right. I wish I had a bigger desk. Or, more correctly, I wish I didn't have quite so much clutter on my desk. Or computers on my desk. Actually, no, I don't wish I had less computers on my desk. I want more computers on my desk. Right. Oh. Okay. Monitor plugged in. Power for the computer. Power for the monitor. Keyboard and mouse. See if this works. Let's turn the monitor on, it would help. Windows 98 is loading. And I've just unplugged one of the HDMI cables out of one of my monitors. So I've lost chat. I hate HDMI cables. They're the worst design connectors ever. is it? There it is, I found it. Hey, chat's back. Hello, chat. Yay. And yes, the graphical artifact that I was seeing before has gone completely. Which is brilliant. I am over the moon with that. And that's a lovely image as well. There's no dead pixels. You don't get dead pixels on a CRT, not like on a TFT. Yay! Such high power, such performance. Voodoo 3, Pentium 3, 833 I think it is. Classic benchmarking. That is nice image. Brightness could go up. That looks so much better than any TFT. Shame it's such low frame rate. But that is nice. Actually, the brightness should go down a bit. The blacks aren't black enough. There we go. That looks good. One moment, I'm just going to unplug myself. Can't see where I'm going now. Tripping over my bin. There, I'm back in my seat now. Not that you can see. Oh, you can just about see the reflection of my my glasses there. Scary dots. That is looking good. There, I switched back to my proper microphone now. Oh, let's get rid of this silly headset. That's better. You can't beat a CRT for gaming. You get zero latency with them. And such good contrast ratios. I bet you don't miss the hernia that they gave you moving them around though, do you? I just wish there was a way to sync my phone with the refresh rate so it didn't flicker. But it's not doing too bad a job of it. I think it's a 60 Hertz refresh rate at the moment, and my phone is doing a 30 frames per second, I think. So it's reasonably synced-ish. Nice moire patterns in there. It's hypnotic watching this. Yay. Lots of agents. So fast at rendering. $12.91 3D marks. Yay. This monitor is so much nicer in reality than it is on the screen there. Get none of those moire patterns. That's all interaction with the phone's sensor. Shake it and they disappear. Let's get some light on. So I can see what I'm doing again. Oh, hello. Oh, there you are. Hello. Right. I am ecstatically happy with that monitor now. Apart from the little bit of cosmetic damage in the corner and the slight yellowing down one side, but that is a beautiful, beautiful monitor. I always have loved the Trinitron monitors. They're nice flat screens and vibrant colours. I just wish I had more room so I could have more of them, but I can only really have one monitor set up at a time in here, and that's kind of cramped. So yeah, we'll have to have a look at what the 19-inch gateway is like. I'm tempted to pair that with my Gateway 2000 486 computer, although it is kind of overkill for a little old 486. But it's gateway with gateway, so it's kind of tempting. First, I would need to rebuild the 486 computer, though. It's in almost test bench mode at the moment. So, right. Let's shut that down. And I'll pack that away. But I shall pack that away after I have done the outro. Because you don't want to hear me huffing and panting and grunting. Not twice in one day. Your heart can't take it. Right. Okay, let's just go there for a moment. Yes, that was a fun journey through the internals of a Sony Trinitron Multiscan 17 SF2. A lovely, lovely monitor, which, now that it's been cleaned up, is working perfectly. Although I do see a mark on the front there. That feels like a slight scratch on the screen there. That's not good. You don't notice it when it's on though. But for a, 20-odd-year-old monitor, that's not bad really. So yeah, I'm calling that a complete and utter win. See me? I'm down with the kids. Yeah, right. Enough of that. Yeah, that was fun. That was interesting. I very rarely get to do CRT systems because they're so few and far between now. But it is nice doing them occasionally. I wouldn't want to do them all the time because they're so big and heavy to work with. But every once in a while, they're nice to tinker with. So this one I'll keep set up with my little compact, I think. The other one is probably going to end up packed away in the garage once I've overhauled it because it's just too bloody big. There's no way that can sit on a desk anywhere in here because there's just no desk room available. So yeah, that'll be overhauled and cleaned up and put away again, probably. Stashed away for a rainy day. Probably in the garage. So yeah, well, let's do the outro then, shall we? Let's pause the music. You notice on the overlay now it says music is paused now. And I don't know if you noticed while music was playing it actually had a percentage bar working its way through. Right, where are we? Outro. There's the outro. Right, well, thank you for joining me on this little journey through the... what's going on with my video in the background there? Are you seeing that? That's gone... that's really horrible and corrupted. What on earth is going on with that? Let's restart that. Hang on. Yeah. That's not happy, is it? Let's try it with software decoding. That's better. Must be something up with me graphics encoding in there. Anyway, yes, thank you for joining me on this little journey through the internals of a Sony Trinitron. If you enjoyed this, you may want to follow the channel to see when I am streaming next, when I'm live next, which should be on Thursday evening at 7 PM GMT. Also subscribe to help support the channel. You will also find me on Patreon and on YouTube and Discord. If you sign up on Patreon, you'll get your name in the scroller at the bottom here, along with the Retro Recall Carrot House. Where is Carrot House tonight? It's been so quiet without him here. We miss you, Carrot House. No sign of you. Come back, Carrot House. All is forgiven. We love Canada. And all Canadians. You've been playing Factorio. That's a rapid descent and slippery slope into hell, that is. It's an addiction you don't want to get into. I've been playing Pal World. That's as bad an addiction. So yes, thank you for joining me. I'm off now to wash my hands because they are disgusting. Probably take a bath because I feel grubby after cleaning that. Shift the compact and Sony back over to the other side of the room and set it up and go and relax for the rest of the evening. What little evening there is left now. So thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next time.